Hi, my name's Jay. I'm the co-chair of the Thunder Bay Empty Bowls Caring Hearts Organizing Committee. This year, we aren't able to do our regular meal to fill your bowls, so we're sharing some recipes and I'm stepping through how to prepare them in your own kitchen. Today I'm doing a chicken noodle soup. It's a recipe from Cornell Farms and it was given to us by Allain Joseph, who works there at the market. And we got a whole chicken, and in the previous video I showed you how to break down the chicken and how I made the stock. So this video goes pretty quickly. Once you have the stock, the soup is pretty straightforward. We are frying up the breasts and the legs of the chicken because the rest of it went into the stock, all the bones, the skin, the wings and such, and a few vegetables and really salt and pepper. It's a fairly straightforward soup, but it's got great flavor, especially with the homemade stock. The recipe calls for a bouillon, and if you're not going to make your stock, then that's perfectly acceptable. You can make this with just a few chicken thighs, which I prefer, or a couple chicken breasts if that's what you have. So I hope you give it a try and let us know if you have any questions in the comments down below. And you can check out our website at emptybowlsthunderbay.com for more information about our program and if you'd like to make a donation. To get started, we're going to start frying chopped up chicken that we had put aside from the stock video that we put out a couple days ago. We're just going to put that in with a couple tablespoons of vegetable oil on medium-high heat. Give it a toss around and let it start to cook down. You want to do this in batches, so I started with the thighs, which I tend to cook for a bit longer, and I let it sit fairly undisturbed so it can get a little bit of a crust on it, and then toss it around. After a couple of batches, you can see that the bottom of the pan is developing a nice brown fond on it, and that's going to give a lot of flavor. And then I just fish these out and put them in a bowl and set them aside and do the next batch. You have to move pretty quickly so that you don't burn the fond. And while the last batch of chicken was frying up there, I started dicing up the vegetables. And the high-speed footage here, I've got carrots, I've got celery, and onion. And I just chopped that up really fine and added the onions first to the pot and let them soften up a bit, and then added the rest and mixed the chicken back in. So here's another batch of chicken going in, and you can see that there's quite a bit of fond developing on the bottom of that pan. Doing it in small batches like that helps keep it even and keep it from overcrowding so that it cooks more evenly. Then again, I just pull this out and reserve. At some point here, I'm going to switch pots when I realize that the little red pot is not deep enough for all the soup that I'm making. So when you see that magically happen, this is the special effects, very high budget that we've got. Threw in a little bit of butter here to saute the onions in, just to give them a little bit of a head start on the rest of the vegetables. I just stirred them around and added a bit of salt here, and they picked up a lot of the fond from the bottom of the pot as they released the moisture from them. Here I've switched the pot, added the chicken and the vegetables into the stock, and I had boiled the egg noodles separately, and there I'm adding them back in. I just boiled those according to the package instructions. And that's about it. The chicken noodle soup is all done. Really, the tough part is the stock, which was the previous video. So once again, if you'd like the recipe or for more information about empty bowls, you can visit our website at emptybowlsthunderbay.com. And I'll link up above here if you want to see how to make the chicken stock. Thanks for tuning in.